Most AI agent benchmarks obsess over coding tasks, yet programming represents just 7.6% of U.S. employment. Meanwhile, management work, 88% digital and economically vital, gets barely 1% of benchmark attention. This paper exposes a fundamental disconnect between what we measure and what actually matters in the labor market. The researchers built a principled framework by mapping tens of thousands of agent benchmark tasks to two ONET taxonomies. One captures occupation-specific contexts like legal or management work, while the other identifies transferable skills like information gathering. This dual lens reveals not just what agents can do, but where those capabilities actually matter. What they found was striking. Computer and mathematical domains swallow most benchmark effort despite comprising a tiny fraction of employment. Management work is overwhelmingly digital and economically critical, yet receives less than 2% of attention. The pattern is clear. We optimize for what's easy to measure, not what's important to automate. The skill-level analysis is even more revealing. Agent benchmarks fixate on getting information and computer work, two granular activities covering less than 5% of real employment. Meanwhile, the interpersonal coordination and broad mental processes that define most professional work remain almost entirely untested. This visualization shows how many domains and skills the average benchmark task actually touches. Most tasks are unidimensional, capturing only narrow slices of work. Real professional scenarios involve rich, multi-domain workflows, but current benchmarks rarely test whether agents can navigate that complexity. The gap between synthetic simplicity and authentic work structure is enormous. So what can agents actually handle? The authors introduce a formal autonomy metric, the maximum work complexity an agent can reliably execute without human intervention. Autonomy is highest in narrow computational tasks, but collapses as complexity increases, even in well-benchmarked software engineering. For high-value domains like legal and management, autonomy remains low due to both sparse coverage and intrinsic difficulty. Different frameworks and models show non-uniform performance across complexity levels, revealing no universal winner. The findings crystallize into three design principles. First, deliberately cover economically vital domains we've been ignoring. Second, ground tasks in realistic job compositions with genuine complexity, not synthetic convenience. Third, evaluate agents at a finer grain using workflow induction, so we know not just if they succeed, but how and where they fail. These shifts reposition benchmarks as instruments of both technical progress and societal relevance. Current agent development optimizes for a labor market that doesn't exist. Until benchmarks reflect the actual structure of work, progress metrics will mislead us about what agents can truly automate and where they deliver real value. Visit emergentmind.com to explore this research further and create your own AI-narrated presentations.